And so, we're off to the races again. Welcome back, people. Jer Noobs with you on Secondhand Noobs. Been a while. Doing a little reflecting, going back, getting deep. Got so deep just this morning that I realized Larry was right. You know, Beaver Cleaver's best friend. He said, in a very dramatic statement, in a very disciplined argument with the Beav, he said, Beav, when you least expect it, expect it. And that's what we're talking about today on Secondhand Noobs. So do you remember that episode? Neither do I, but I remember the lesson. When you least expect it, expect it. That's Buddha 101, man. Just so. See, these things are so simple once you start to realize that if you just step back a sec, you're going to be able to see things that might not have appeared instantaneously. We call that hidden. Esoteric. The cave. But hey, that's the whole idea. We're just trying to get out of the cave today. Thanks for shining in. That's why I called the first episode I ever did on my YouTube channel Demystifying for Togglers. Because we don't know we're toggling. You just don't know. And that's what I figured out about myself. I used to call myself a holistic realist. Holistic works. Realist? That's deep. Because nothing is real. There is nothing to get hung about. You remember that line? See, that's Eastern. That's John Lennon's Eastern experience coming through in a manipulatable Western capitalist way. John didn't have anything bad to say about money. Trust me. And that's why it's very difficult in 3D, because that's the measure of a lot of things in our holistic reality. That's a very low vibration, but necessary. And as long as you can balance that concept, you'll be doing all right in 3D. But that's what people have to change, is they have to realize that's up, down, back and forth, and left to right. Got it? Pretty simple, but that's 3D. 4D adds love and the understanding of love, which is not quite that emotional connection unless you want it to be, because it starts out as very, very, very light. Subtle. Hey, I'm just saying, there can't be a whole lot going on when you're... Of course, how long do you get to do that? It's a good question. But I started at a very early age myself, just because I literally least expected it. And it came through what were probably dehydration headaches, which as a 5-6-year-old, I would not even know what you're talking about. But I would play so hard and play so long and get so dehydrated that my head would just start to explode. And so I would go take a nap after a big gulp of water, grab a wash rag, get it real wet, put it on my forehead, and I'd say, man, we have to find a different space than this one. 'Cause this one hurts. And that's when I started meditating, because I started looking for that other place. And that's easy to do. That's what I try to tell you. But it's a free will thing. You've got to voluntarily say, yeah, I'm going to explore that just so-ness. Just step back and watch. And you realize that's what they were talking about. You just watch. Close your eyes and watch. And at some point in time, depending on your ability to persuade yourself, that abyss, consciousness, is going to start to return to sender. Oh, you guys don't know about my past, do you? As a postal clerk on the USS Saratoga, a lot of my metaphors have to do with postal clerking. Yeah. You'll learn more about me as we go along. The thing about it, I just started a Facebook page and went off on this tangent of fantasy, applying this stuff that I've just picked up over the years. And so that's what I talk about. That's what I enjoy doing. And that's what we're doing. Thanks for shining in. One of the things that I tend to forget about over time is how linear it really is. I've explained this before. I've tried to talk about it, coming at it from a physics point of view, but I don't know much about physics. I tried to relate religious experiences, but I don't relate much to religious experiences because I watch. And what happens over time, as you start to zoom in and zoom out, you find that middle ground, and then you just start to observe. You just watch. And you realize that there's not a whole lot of upscaleness to that one. It is what it is. It's very still. But the point is that it's comfortable. It's enjoyable. It's relaxing. It's disciplined. And that's very important because once you understand the beta, the alpha, the theta, and the delta, that's all they were doing too. They were just falling down into a nice little doze, and they call that a trance. Now you can go a little bit further than that, because I have, but what happens is your vibration begins to rise, so the things that used to stimulate you down there at that lower vibe doesn't stimulate you at this higher space. And that's the goal, right? If I can get just a little relief from this dukkha, this dissatisfactoriness, this suffering, then I'll be doing just a little bit better than I was a minute ago. That's kind of a fact, you know, because that's linear. You're looking forward positively. What a concept. And it's in the works.